Alright, breathe in and drop into yourself. This is the moment the real version of you shows up. People see the clips, the aesthetics, the highlight reels, but this is where aura actually comes from. Right here, right now. Every morning I meet myself here on this bar. Every rep rewires the identity I'm lifting up to and choosing. Pain becomes power. Power becomes presence. Presence becomes aura. When my hands touch this bar, the noise turns off. The little kid version of me steps inside. The consciousness I'm building steps forward. I don't do this to warm up or kill time or hang here like some bored monkey. I do this because every rep sinks me to the reality I'm creating. Every rep pulls me closer to the consciousness I came here to raise. On the first rep, I enter as Geist. And on the last rep, I join the collective frequency of people improving themselves. Geist.
There's nothing that is going to compare to what Geist Gunner does for humanity. I am going to revolutionize the future of consciousness. The auric fields of humanity will be revolutionized by the impact on their consciousness, on their physiology, on every single aspect of their life. Not only will we increase their fitness, not only will we increase their nervous system, but we will increase their connection to Source, the Creator, and to the knowledge, the coach of the universe. They will know exactly how to work, what they are, and where they are, and how they fit in with the overall picture. They will know how to represent and own and embody and utilize their energy better and more impactful than everyone around them, and then they will learn from them. This is going to revolutionize the absolute trajectory of humanity. I'm going to Elon Musk the world of consciousness. The inner world of every single human will be absolutely transformed because of the Geist Gunnered impact and systems and framework and blood, sweat, and tears that goes into empowering them every single goddamn day. Geist Gunnered Live is going to be the best friend of humanity. It's going to be the big brother of every single younger guy, younger girl who needs to understand who they are and how they're meant to be. Geist Gunnered is going to be the most friendly friend and most fierce symbol of everything that they have the power to control and modulate and transmute into their aura. Then there's going to be Aura Rider. There's going to be world-leading Mr. Beast competing highest quality content in the entire world that utilizes AI, that utilizes all of the top human capacities psychically and otherwise, in addition to technology, and create the most stimulating stories on the entire internet for transmuting the shadows of people in the Geist Gunnered world to inspire and empower with zero energy expenditure needed on the viewer's behalf. And then we are going to have Aura Labs. We are going to have physical environments which people are able to create and express maximally, to invigorate their bodies maximally, to be able to have access to world-leading physical equipment to physically impact their bodies in the most constructive, efficient, effective mechanisms absolutely possible. It is going to be the cultural hotspot for people to be able to have a holistically healthy, represented life. People are going to wish they could spend 24 hours a day in the Geist guttered facilities, the Aura Labs. Then we are going to have not only one of those in BC or something, or LA, but we are going to have 10 and 100 and 1,000 and 2,000 and 3,000 and 4,000 and 5,000 and 6,000 and 7,000 and 8,000 and 9,000 and 10,000 and beyond. Then we are going to have the Aura Olympics. We are going to have Olympics of holistically represented inner world feats, inner world talents, everything that humans didn't even think that they had access to at this point in time and earlier. Only the few select people who have not been able to articulate the power within us well enough, such as Carl Jung, such as Nikola Tesla, will now be superseded, will now be having somebody to take that message and turn it into physical action and empowerment within the humans of the earth. We are going to have every single ability and beautiful characteristic expressed within all of us that have currently not been expressed, able to be honed and in the light and understood and appreciated and rewarded. And there's going to be so many different remote viewing and levitation and energy healing and memory technique and otherwise that will be absolutely revered and respected as internal mental spiritual sports. There's going to be a multi-dimensional understanding of the nature of reality. They'll be respected and understood and utilized and interacted with within this next Olympics. There's going to be the most revolutionary empowerment from the most impactful self-development community in the world, from Geist, Gunnard, from the aura which we cultivate. This lifetime of mine is dedicated to that goddamn mission. Fucking go. Power over sexual energy, transmutation of lust and depression and frustration into actual power. I am going to revolutionize people's relationship with porn. I am going to revolutionize the actual mastery, the actual depth, the actual power that people can harness and utilize with their sensual aspect of life. All of the different yearnings that people go with, absolutely unutilized, untapped into, forever wishing that they had had the opportunity to have a better provider, to have more indulgences, to have more opportunities to preserve their indulgences because they did it in the wrong way. I embodied a healthy, masculine, sensual archetype that the internet has never seen. Raw, sacred, controlled, expressive, devotional. The Shadow King of sensuality is going to bring an entirely new angle and light to what sensuality is and how people can relate to it in the most helpful way. I am the male version of the top OM creators, but with purity and purpose and fulfillment and passion and the highest quality of the emotional components of what porn is and how it can be constructed in the perfect way to actually empower every single person relevant and utilizing it. It's not because of sex appeal alone, but because of this level of consciousness behind it. I lead the renaissance, the revolution of sensual education, how to touch, how to connect, how to speak, desire, how to hold intensity without collapsing, how to use sensual energy as fuel, the art, the workout, the discipline, the spiritual growth components, how to take this thing which only 1% of people have tapped into and have the whole world be able to tap into that, to collapse all of those, to have the best sensual experience so everybody can feel how pleasure actually feels. I make sensuality healthy, aesthetic, high frequency. It's not destructive. And I normalize exploration without losing yourself. I turn the taboo into a tool. I create the first ever thing in that realm, which is 100% for the good of our species, the perfect tool to take everything that we have as our raw fuel and transmute that into actual power. And in addition to that, I turn conversations into awakening events, the long-form live stream, real-time initiation with all the different truth seekers and thought explorers and revolutionary in every single different field of life. The people who have fear and crave being interviewed, I'm able to actually hold conversations with in the proper way, and I see their truth and I make their story more mythic, more powerful, more alive, and have the opportunity to be able to invigorate everything they do, to bolster everything they do, to reach more people in a more impactful way, and to heal them to be able to empower people in an even more significant way. Creators, athletes, everybody, they all come to me. I unify all worlds, fitness, spirituality, entrepreneurship, tech, everything. All of the fundamentals of reality from the ancient past to the distant and near future all collapses and is maximally utilized and maximally organized to impact the most amount of people in the most service to others way, the most aesthetic way, the most irony-oriented way of all of humanity.
Those times where you don't feel like working, you're too tired and you don't want to work, but you do it anyway? That is actually the dream. If it's important to you, you're gonna find a way. You won't have to look for a resource. You will become the resource. You don't count how many breaths you take. You don't count it. You get to a point when you don't count, when you just do whatever it takes, to when you did not come this far to just break down and lose now. I'm a winner. I'm going to win. You have an opportunity. What do you want and how do you want it? If it doesn't make you a little afraid, then you're not thinking big enough. See, if you don't program your mind will be programmed because human beings are goal-oriented. Change starts with you. You must know. You gotta know that you're gonna get there. But most importantly, work like hell! Crack the ground and keep moving! Tomorrow is not promised to you. Today is what's promised to you. How are you living life right now? When you wake up in the morning, I expect to win! I do not get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning to lose! Nobody wants to go hard for 3 months, 6 months, where you can focus on just you, but you gotta do it! Every single day, you gotta maximize everything on the inside. That's the dream. Go through the process in the dark room that prepares us and equips us for the stages of destiny. When the rest of the world shuts you down, you gotta be the one to stand up, shout out, cry out, stand tall, work hard, dig deep, and go after it. Dreams don't stop. People do. You have to disappear and put the work in and come back and shock everybody that doubted you. Start unknown, finish unforgettable. It's exciting when you win, it's exciting when you lose, because the process should be exactly the same. Whether you win or you lose, as you go back and you look and you find things that you can do better, you find things that you've done well, that worked, figure out how did they work, why did they work. It's time to pull that energy, fear, doubt, anxiety, out of yourself. And if you're gonna get it done, I need you to listen and focus to whatever you need to listen and focus to. It's time to pull that energy from fear, that anxiety, out of competition and comparison. If you're gonna get it done, I need you to listen and focus. And they're the people that are knowing it's gonna happen. It's up to them. They're resolving within themselves. It's not over until I win. When you wake up in the morning, I expect to win. I expect it to be a great day. Listen to me very closely. I do not get up at 3, 5, 7 in the morning to lose. Expect to be successful. When you set out for a goal, expect it's gonna happen. That's all I need you to do. Number one, expect it to happen. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Getting knocked down does not mean that you need to stay down. Getting knocked down does not mean that you're not breathing. Getting knocked down does not mean that it's over.
Getting knocked down does not mean that you just stay on your back. It's necessary that you associate with winners, that you work your system, that you are relentless, that you never give up. It's you. It's gonna take your personal responsibility. You've got to make it your personal business to make it happen. And you've got to resolve within you that you can do this. That it's hard. That you've got to say it's not over until I win. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. And that's how winning is done. I am a winner. I deserve to be a winner. I am destined. I am destined to be a winner. From this day forward, all I know is I am determined, come hell or high water, to win. We win because we are disciplined. We will not falter. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all your dream and scheme is about it, with the help of God, you'll get it. We did not come this far just to break down and lose. I'm a winner. I'm going to win. Sometimes you gotta take a break from just everything, disappear, come back, and shock the world. I'm talking to that athlete, I'm talking to that administrator, I'm talking to that nurse, that doctor, to that student, I'm talking to that communicator, I'm talking to that pioneer, that inventor, to that entrepreneur, to that preacher. I'm talking to that person who refuses to stay where they are. I'm talking to that person that doesn't have a problem laying in obscurity, because you know that when you come out of the dark room, all eyes on you. We live in a culture of busyness, distraction, and noise. And sometimes the only way to get through something that someone's gonna change is if we disappear. Sometimes you gotta delete the app. Sometimes you have to walk away. Sometimes you have to fall back into the dark room and focus on you. Everybody wants destiny. Everybody wants manifestation. Everyone wants fulfillment. Everybody wants the next level in the relationship and a higher quality of living. But nobody wants to eliminate distractions. Nobody wants to disappear for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year, 4 years, where you can focus on just you. What if you could just shut out every distraction? What if you could just shut out the world for just a season and focus on you? A man is rewarded in public for what he does in private. Can you unplug for just a moment and focus on you, on what matters? Why are you here? What is your destiny? The reason why you don't see it, the reason why it has not manifested, the reason why you are so frustrated is because you have not been willing to forsake all that which you have been called to forsake, and to follow through behind closed doors. Sure, you can talk about it, sure you can plan it, sure you can write it down, sure you can go to the conference and you hear about it, you can read about it, but at some juncture, you have to disappear and put the work in and come back and shock everybody that doubted you. I'm talking to that man, that woman, that boy, that girl who feels the fire in their belly. It's time for you to shock the world. You may have to sleep in your car. You may have to go without food. You may have to sacrifice like nobody in your family ever has. But you can do it behind the scenes when nobody's looking, when nobody's watching, when nobody's understanding the measure of passion that you carry. You can keep going. Don't stop. You're right there. Go through the process in the dark room that prepares us, equips us for the stages of destiny. It's time to get real. It's time to get raw. It's time to look ourselves in the mirror and come to the resolve that this version of ourselves is not going to carry us in this stretch. That I've been this version of myself long enough, and if I don't change, if I don't do something about this, then I'm gonna find myself bankrupt. Holistically bankrupt. And some of the most monumental, transformative portraits and pictures that we've ever seen were developed in the dark room. We celebrate athletes and we celebrate critical thinkers and innovators and actors, and we praise them and we coin them as heroes, and we follow them by the millions. We love what they do in public, but we don't know the story behind the glory. You don't know the blood, the sweat. You didn't see the tears they cried, the prayers that they prayed, the countless weeks where they went without sleep to get where they are. One of the greatest tragedies in life is to live and not know why you're living. I'm just wondering if there's anybody here that wants to live their future fulfilling their destiny, that wants to manifest, to walk in discipline and determination. I'm just wondering if there is anybody here that's willing to disappear. Are you willing to forsake all distractions? Can you hide yourself in the library? Can you hide yourself in the gym? Can you build a home gym, a home library, to conquer and do what is required? The scenes in order to manifest the moment. Can you hide yourself in those books? Can you hide yourself? We have this passion to be in the public eye, but no patience to do the work behind the scenes. Stop telling the world what you're about to do. Steve Jobs once said, "We do not say anything about future products. We work on them in secret and then release them to the world." We only have so much real estate in our minds and our hearts. We only have so much bandwidth in our mental capacity. And the more distractions, the more delusions, the more negativity that we allow to take up real estate in our hearts and our minds, the less energy we have to fulfill the call, to fulfill the destiny, to manifest the idea. Everything that you think about, that you meditate on, has to be worth your time. So now it's time to navigate and have an appraisal of everything that's in our lives, everything and everybody in our lives. Time to do an appraisal and ask them this question: are you worth my time? If you're not, it's time to unplug. It's time to unplug. I'm just wondering if there's anybody that can hear my voice right now that has come to the end of themselves and they are willing to eliminate distractions. They are willing to delete social media if they need to. They are willing to walk away from everything that is distracting them, everything that has diluted your devotion and determination, every disease and dysfunction and disorder that has pulled you from destiny. After you have heard it, after you have received it, after you have written it down, after you have spoken it once, do what is required to manifest it into reality. If you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. Stop telling everybody what you're gonna do. Stop telling anyone what your next move is, and just disappear and do the work that is required. Don't be bitter. Don't be frustrated. Listen, just remain faithful behind the scenes. Promotion is coming. Stages and opportunities are being prepared right now. As you sacrifice in secret, as you put the work in the dark room, as you do what is required to hold in your hand what you see in your head. When nobody is there to affirm you, when nobody is there to validate you, when nobody is there to agree with you, you build in the dark and you announce it when it's finished. Don't have time to waste. So I need you to put in 100%, 1000% every single day. Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what a real beast does. Everybody gets excited. E.T., the cool story. But nobody wants to get up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Stay up till 5 a.m. Things are gonna get tough. You're gonna wanna give up. Win, lose, or draw. You gotta get up again, go to work. If you truly want greatness, you gotta work hard. You gotta dig a little deep. You gotta find it. You gotta go up, because it's not looking for you. Success is not looking for you. You've gotta go get it. You're not always gonna feel like you wanna do what you gotta do. And that's when you gotta do it the most. Success is not going to be handed to you. Nobody owes you anything. When you are hungry, when you are no longer full, when you are no longer satisfied with where you are and you raise your standards, it is only then that you have come to your future. What's gonna separate you is beast time. When it's war time, you gotta get up and you gotta give everything you got. Let weakness know that it is not welcome in your house, because the opportunities are yours. Go get it. Go get it now. If you follow my 24 hours, I do what beasts do.
緊急地震速報です。強い揺れに警戒してください。